On Point, mother pleads with the police to probe the alleged beating of her then 9-month-old baby by her boyfriend. The child was later taken from her care and is now with his grandmother.
They said he had 4 fractures to his skull, and one to his forehead, one to his ears, at the top of his head, and also behind his head. They say he will have side effects as he grows.
Today's edition of On Point is sponsored by
Of a JP, then call the Alistair Collins firm on 649-6410. They are located on Lamaha Street between Camp and Waterloo in the K-Line Mall. Call them today and experience service unlike any other.
More than a year after the then 9-month-old baby boy was hospitalized with different fractures after he was allegedly beaten by her partner, who later told the mother that the child fell. Francina Williams said she's disappointed that nothing came out of the matter, and to make matters worse, the Child Care and Protection Agency has since taken the child from her. The child is now living with his grandmother, and she is only allowed to spend time with him 2 times per week.
First time I saw him is after his birthday, the 8th to April, and it feels real good that I get to see my son after so long and spend time with him. But first he was crying because he don't really know me that much, and I feel kind of happy that I get to see him Thursday that dawn and spend time with him and so on before they came back at around 5. Yeah. I wish I could have it permanent with me, and they should give them the visitation. Sorry. Yeah.
The mother said she left the infant and his 6-year-old brother with the man while she went to work. She said upon returning later that day, the man repeatedly told her to check on the baby. Williams said she was unaware of something being wrong until the CT scan was taken and the results returned.
Nothing didn't come out of it, and last year I called the CID that did the matter, and he told me I have to get a lawyer in order to raise a case against him, the guy.
How do you feel?
Feel very hard to know that he didn't get locked up for it, and right now my child is going through some serious problem. If he sees someone raise a belt to hit a kid, he will go on in a corner and start catching cold sweat, start trembling. And if he sees something that he wanted and he can't get it, he will start to cry. And when he starts to cry, he starts getting short breath, panting for air, and they have to blow in his face for him to catch himself.
She explained that it is hard on her not having a relationship with her son, as she blames her former partner for creating that hardship.
Since the 30th of January, as soon as he came out from the hospital, he went into his grandparents' care, and I wasn't getting to see him. I went into them the first time, and they planned a meeting at childcare there where they had to bring him at the office in order for me to see my child. And the other day, like week before last week, I went and make a complaint to Miss Green, and she legalized that I allowed to see him like 2 times per week on my day off days, and around 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon.
The matter is under police investigation at the Turkine Police Station. That's it for this edition of On Point. Do join us again next week for another edition. Today's edition of On Point is sponsored by
Service of a JP, then call the Alistair Collins firm on 649-6410. They are located on Lamaha Street between Camp and Waterloo in the K-Line Mall. Call them today and experience service unlike any other.